Okay, so I talk about using mini PCs as a desktop, but what I don't talk about, except maybe fleeting, and I'm using this a lot right now, is how to use it as a remote desktop. So what you see here is Olama. I'm actually running Olama, which is an LLM controller, as a server for my entire network, my home network. So I really don't need to access this computer directly. Also, it's taking up a lot of space. I'm using it in my office, and right now we have a lot of people in the house, so I'm trying to minimize my space. So I really don't want to use it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the word remote, and there is an option here called remote desktop settings. This is Windows, of course. And you go there and you go remote desktop, and you say you want it to be local, so require devices to use network level authentication. The remote desktop port is fine. You can choose who can remotely access this PC, but since it's me, I'm just going to do it myself. And as you see, I've enabled it, so all is well. So at this point, the only other thing I need to do is you want to go to your Defender Firewall, or whatever firewall you're using. I'm using Windows Defender's Firewall. And you want to make sure that your firewall is set up to allow inbound connections to your let's see if we can find it easily, but you want to make sure that it allows connections. I believe it's 3389. And so if we go here, we go remote desktop user mode TCP in. And if we look at this, you'll see it's defined to allow inbound traffic, 3389, and it's enabled and it allows the connection. Okay, so if we go to scope, you'll see any of these IP addresses, which are my local IP addresses, and you'll see that I've also protocols and ports. It's TCP, it's specific ports, and it's 3389, and that's okay. So you need to make sure that that's set up for TCP in. Okay, once you've done that, you can then get to things on the network, and I'll show you that in the next part of this video. Okay, so now we've moved to another computer. As you see, we've got the remote desktop connection. I wanted to show you something. You say show options. One of the things you can do is you can choose to use all monitors for remote session, which we're not going to do here because ClipChamp goes crazy if you use the monitor that it's using for the display. So we're just going to do that, but I can just do that, and now it'll use all my monitors for the remote session. So that's a cool feature. So then you just say connect, and it again prompts you, and that's the IP of my local mini PC. You just say connect, and there we are. And you see again there's a llama running. So we are logged into the other computer, and I can put this anywhere. Once I've done that, I can power it down, I can plug it in, hide it in a cabinet with just power. As long as it's on the same network that it was on, everything's good. So I hope this is useful to you, and hope that you can see one of the powers of a mini computer, that it doesn't take up enough space, doesn't use a lot of power, as long as you have enough airspace for it so it doesn't overheat, air circulation. This is a great solution when you have very little space, where you can have 3, 4, 5 computers and you can remote into them.